The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite Eight, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
It's the final countdown.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about the community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play,
You can play. Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tamu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved. Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough. Yeah,
I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all. It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are
St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University,
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future.
One of these teams will go to the championship. One of these teams will go home. The number 4 seeded Lady Lions of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, the Hilltoppers of St. Edward's. Tip-off is next on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. From the Union Multipurpose Athletic Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we welcome you to day number 3, the semifinal round of the 2017 Heartland Conference Championship Basketball Tournament. Today's game, opening game I should say, pits the number 4 seeded University of Arkansas Fort Smith Lady Lions against the top seeded St. Edward's Women's Hilltoppers. The Lady Hilltoppers coming in number 1 overall here in the Heartland Conference Tournament. My name is Drew Brent alongside Corey Riggs. Jose Harbor is our man on the sideline. We will be hearing from him in just a few moments. But Corey, this is a tale of 2 teams in this tournament. On the one hand, St. Edward's, who likes the methodical pace, this kind of a slow play inside. University of Arkansas Fort Smith setting records and dropping threes, as you see on the bracket here.
It was a crazy round in the quarterfinals. A quarterfinal win for St. Edward's over Texas A&M International, 67-49. St. Edward's completed the season sweep, winning all 3 matchups against the Dust Devils. And then for the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, a team that just blew off the scoreboard. The Lady Eagles and the Lady Lions combined for 199 points, the highest scoring game in conference tournament history. Drew, they were the first 2 teams ever to surpass the 90-point mark in the history of the women's tournament.
And of course, as you see on the bracket, all 4 of the top seeds moved on the women's side of things. And you know, partner, one of the things that we were talking about yesterday was how dynamic this UAFS Lady Lions team is despite the lack of depth.
Well, I tell you what, I'm always willing to admit when I'm wrong, and usually people that know me love to point it out. But yesterday, I vastly underestimated what this Lady Lions team was capable of doing. Not only does it not matter that they've only got about 3 players on their bench, but they can, when they are on, shoot the lights out of any gym, and that's exactly what they did yesterday.
St. Edward's in their home white, blue trim, gold trim, blue stripes. UAFS, navy blue, silver numerals, and the white trim as we get started. Game number 1 of day 3. It's the semifinal round. The Lady Lions, the Lady Hilltoppers of St. Edward's, controlled currently by Maya Perry. Inside, 2-point shot will not go from Taylor. St. Edward's will go the other way. That quick pace is really what UAFS likes to run. St. Edward's, you have Shakira Barnes, the leading scorer for this team. He attempted to pass for Lexi Fothery, missed 8 games in the first part of the season. She is back now. All conference honors for both of those young women. And the Lady Lions will push it across the time stripe. 9:21 to play in this first quarter. A push inside from Dickerson. Turnaround off the glass will not go. The rebound goes this time to Bailey Hill, and she'll dump it to Shakira Barnes. Our man Jose Harbor was able to talk with both coaches before the beginning of this broadcast. Jose, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. I was able to talk to both coaches. Coach Lovato from University of Arkansas Fort Smith, she said she was actually happy that her team was in foul trouble because that forced her to sit down some players that she normally wouldn't have on her own. So she feels that they're going to have some fresher legs than normal. Obviously, they need to contain 13 and 40 Shakira Barnes and Lexi Fothery of SEU. On the SEU side, Coach said that short bench, short rest really doesn't matter in a tournament like this. So she expects University of Arkansas Fort Smith to come out, play hard. Got to be sound on defense, and then eliminate open looks for Hansen. And obviously something that's easier said than done, try to contain Taylor. Guys?
Absolutely right, Jose. Olivia Hansen went off from behind the arc yesterday, as did most of this UAFS squad. So it'll be interesting to see how they contain that 2-point shot up and in for Maya Perry.
Yeah, you saw a 3-point extravaganza yesterday with Hansen and Sydney Franklin each making 4 3-pointers. And then you had a couple other players chipping in. They made 12. They shot better than 50% from 3-point land, Drew.
Which was better than their 2-point percentage, as you pointed out before the game started. And another miscommunication, this time from Keani Clark to Lexi Fothery, and that's twice in consecutive possessions that St. Edward's has not been able to capitalize underneath.
Just a couple of early semifinals Saturday, maybe butterflies here. Both these teams know the gravity of the situation here, and both of them have their eyes on a postseason berth that they get by winning here in Tulsa.
Dickerson to the corner, trying to get it to Franklin. Franklin going to work her way out of the wing. Nearly loses her handle on the basketball, but is able to maintain. Maya Perry from the wing, long two, will hit the backboard, just trying to get it off before the shot clock. And so far here in this early going partner, a tale of two defenses trying to eliminate the inside shot.
Well, in that time, you got to tip your cap to the Hilltoppers. They really packed the zone in that time. A long, patient drive. I thought University of Arkansas Fort Smith was going to get a good look, but the shot clock was up against them that time.
St. Edwards on the other side looking for the cut was Bailey Hill. She'll drive the baseline, 2-point off the glass and good. And that's a bread and butter shot for Bailey Hill, 5'8" sophomore out of San Marcos, Texas.
We saw her go with that baseline runner, Drew, about 3 or 4 times yesterday. When they need a basket, Bailey Hill can usually find a way to get open.
Here's Hansen in the perimeter, and she is so dangerous if she can find an open look, being closely guarded by Abby Hopper. Franklin inside to Taylor. Taylor will go up strong, can't find the shot. She will be fouled and go to the line. And that may be a game within a game to watch right here is Fothery and Taylor. And then I'd also be interested to see the battle that we see between Clark and Dickerson.
Well, both teams have good guards, which will be a lot of fun to watch this afternoon. Taylor misses the first free throw. Yesterday she was 2 of 6 at the free throw line. Really the only downside to her game yesterday, and it looks like those shooting woes are going to continue today.
At least from behind the charity stripe, 0 for 2 on that trip. Here's Barnes, the team's leading scorer in regular season play. As we mentioned in the pregame, all conference honors for she and Lexi Fothery. Keone Clark has it. Fothery inside, turns in to the side of the paint. 2-point shot. It's up and good. St. Edwards will take a 4-2 lead.
Lexi Fothery with 13 points in that quarterfinal win, and she did a lot of that where she's able to slip a shoulder underneath the defender and get an unobstructed look at the rim.
Lexi Fothery trying to disrupt that time, but they got her for the hand check foul. You can see the look on her face on this side of the court. There it is right there, and you can just instantly, you can instantly see the frustration there.
Well, she had her hands full because we saw Zanisha Dickerson yesterday, just great handles, even with a good size frame, still able to ball handle, great guard skills, and Fothery trying to keep herself between her and the basket.
Inside to Perry, off the glass, but cannot make it. And a bit of a different pace for what we saw in the first quarter from UAFS last.
Yeah, we were nearly at 20 points yesterday at this point in time. They knocked down about 3 threes, but this is a very, very good St. Edwards defense. They're not going to run and gun with them. They're going to try and dictate pace. And, man, so far the free throw shooting has been a little erratic here to start. Maya Perry, the 5'10 senior, goes 1 of 2 in her first trip.
Inbounds pass will come from Hopper, and she'll get it into Barnes as St. Edwards will go to the other end of the court. It's 4-3 in favor of the Hilltoppers. Hopper at the top of the key, working that perimeter. Bailey Hill eyed one, decided not to, but Dickerson will take it, and she'll go up and in. Check that, that's Keone Clark, 5'11" senior from Round Rock, Texas, with the tray ball.
Keone Clark stood out there at the top of the circle, Drew, and nobody came out to guard her. Nobody came out to challenge her. They won't make that mistake again.
Off the foot this time of Haley Jolly.
Jolly came in a moment ago to replace Lexi Fothery after she picked up that first foul. And out here on the floor is Zanisha Dickerson, holding her arm, and she looks to be in a lot of pain.
Maybe that elbow there, and I don't know what happened. I didn't see the grimacing in pain, and that is a big blow to this UAFS Lady Lions basketball team.
Well, Coach talked about how they didn't mind being in foul trouble yesterday. Jose mentioned that because they got to get a lot of other players some opportunities.
Here's Hansen for 3. It's up, it's in. She is money from behind the arc. Opens it up again here. My goodness, we're tied up at 6.
Hansen was a big factor, knocking down 4 threes yesterday, and they try to get an answer on the other end, but they can't get it. Rebound controlled by Haynes.
She's pushing it the other way. She'll take a three of her own. Up and good! Haynes with another three-pointer for UAFS. It is 9-6. The Lady Lions are opening up that perimeter shooting again.
I told our production team at lunch, Drew, that I didn't think the hot shooting from beyond the arc could continue for UAFS, but I may have to eat those words.
Keontae Clark answers on the other end, 9-8, and the shooting has opened up for both squads. Started slow, defensive, and methodical, but right now just trying to find some quick buckets, and here's Haynes on the far side. Quickly messed around with Hopper, no foul that time, and she'll work the wing. Here's Hansen. Dangerous from behind the perimeter. She is. Another open look, and almost just pinballing in and out. Second chance here for Haynes is blocked, this time by Jolly. So that will take us to our first media timeout. An exciting last couple of minutes here in this semifinal matchup. The Lady Lions holding on to a 1-point lead.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
We welcome you back into the UMAC in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 9-8. Lady Lions of Fort Smith, the number 4 seed, leading St. Edwards here in this semifinal matchup. Drew Brent, Corey Riggs, Jose Harbor on the sidelines. We'll hear from him in just a little bit. But Corey, out of that timeout, I overheard Coach Reel tell her players, hey, in the first 5 minutes, all the things that we needed to do, we didn't do.
Yeah, they're not guarding the perimeter, and you'd think that after seeing the game, because we saw Coach Reel and her assistants out on this floor watching yesterday, you'd think you'd know to guard the edge. They're already, the Lady Lions, 2 of 3 from three-point land.
Looking for Hansen again at the top of the key. Dish out to the low wing, cannot find it. Another offensive rebound for Taylor, and St. Edwards having some trouble on that end with the boards, and Coach Reel's frustrated.
She's frustrated. She's going to change her lineup, already going back to her bench again, trying to look for a combination that works here.
Across the wing, Jolly, three-pointer will not fall. Barnes tries to get to it, last touched by the Lady Lions. It's going St. Edwards' way. Coming out is Keontae Clark. May have overheard Coach Reel talking about the fact that Taylor had 4 offensive rebounds on the other side. Long 2-point jumper for Barnesville, not go. The Lady Lions will get the defensive board, and Haynes will push it across the time stripe inside to Taylor. Goes hard to the paint inside, puts 2 points up, and she made it look easy.
She did that so many times in the quarterfinal matchup. In that game against Oklahoma Christian, she had 14 points.
Kicking it out to Barnes, whistle, 3-second violation. That's another 3 seconds in the lane that we have heard. There you see Coach Lovato from Fort Smith. Jose Harbor has an update from the Fort Smith sideline. Jose, tell us what you know.
Thanks, guys. I was listening in, and Coach Lovato was telling her players, look, they're trying to swipe it and steal the ball. Get your arms up, use some protection. Maybe we could draw some fouls and get them in a little bit of foul trouble. And I've been watching Dickerson over there. She is grimacing in a lot of pain, holding her shoulder. I'm not sure. I got a little bit of information. She may have popped her shoulder out and popped back in. I'm not sure. It looked like a stinger, but I can tell you she's trying to fight through it right now, but she's in a lot of pain. Guys?
Good report, Jose, and Dickerson's such a pivotal part of that team. 5'9" junior guard out of St. Louis. Well, had a monster game yesterday, running up and down the floor, but also as a presence inside. We're also obviously hoping she's okay, but I know the Lady Lions don't want to lose her.
7 points, 7 rebounds. couple of steals, and she did. She did a little bit of work all over the floor yesterday, and I've seen players with a dislocated shoulder like that, and you just never know. It's a long game. We've only 3 minutes left in the first quarter, but hopefully we'll see her again.
Barnes it to Hopper. She'll kick it back out to Barnes. 2-point jumper on the way off the iron, will not go. Rebound attempt for St. Edwards. The last touch by the Lady Lions. That'll stay on the Hilltopper side.
Remember, only 9 players on the roster for Coach Lovato, as you saw her there on the screen just moments ago. 9 players, so you're down 1 now until you know the status of that shoulder. So now you're down to 8.
Hopper to Hill. 3-pointer would not go. And it's going to go the other way. Inside 2-point shot will not go as she has her pocket picked, does Tamara Gully. In the corner now goes Jolly, and back out to Barnes. Here's Hopper, eyed the 3, decided not to. Closely guarded by Gully. Inside to Guillory, whistle and a foul.
That's going to be the second personal foul on Taya Taylor, as you see her battling up with Gully. Just a little reach over the top of that back shoulder. That was enough to get the whistle. And now you've got one of those players with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. This game of attrition that UAFS has to play is scary.
Up and in. Lexi Cunningham drops it from the wing. And by the way, Zanisha Dickerson back into the ballgame.
That is great to see if you're a fan of the Lady Lions.
She is still favoring that right arm.
Yeah, definitely not 100%, but when it's win and advance, lose and go home, players step up into those moments. And look at St. Edwards here, kind of taking a huddle here during the dead ball before the free throw.
Lexi Cunningham with that big 3 from the wing just a few moments ago, kind of taking a page out of the UAFS handbook from yesterday, and already we've seen 3 threes in this ball game.
Miss at the free throw line for Michaela Haynes. She did not miss in that game against the Lady Eagles. She was 4 of 4 at the free throw line on her way to a 15-point day.
Haynes puts up another one. And it's 12-11, the Lady Lions, the number 4 seed, looking for the upset. Of course, we're not going to call it an upset to a coach again. Deep in the wing, inside 2-point shot for Cunningham. Can't get it to fall. The rebound goes to Tamara Gully. Pushes to Haynes, and now to Perry in the paint. Perry drives hard, took an extra step, and they got the travel.
Absolutely the right call. And I tell you what, Drew, Coach Reel will be the first one to tell you that these rankings, these seeds, don't mean anything. Her team was a low seed last year and went all the way to the championship round before they fell to Lubbock Christian. This year in the preseason, they were the number 5 preseason pick, but they're the number 1 seed in the postseason tournament.
The numbers to the left don't mean anything if your numbers on the right don't show something big, and a whistle and a foul underneath.
And we're starting to see some similarities in this Arkansas-Fort Smith game with Oklahoma Christian. A lot of fouls early and a lot of threes early.
St. Edwards would have to know that if you can push the pace, you can create some foul trouble. And with somebody who is already injured like Zanisha Dickerson, who is still playing, but you can still see her favoring that right arm on the left side of your screen. Letting it dangle just a little bit, trying to get some circulation back into it. Knotted up at 12. And Alexis Brown comes in for Arkansas-Fort Smith.
Alexis Brown was in the middle of a bit of a controversy yesterday as University of Arkansas-Fort Smith started the game with a technical foul because the first time they put Alexis Brown into the game, she wasn't in the scorebook. It was a real momentum killer for the Lady Lions, but it didn't end up upsetting the final outcome of the matchup.
Sydney Franklin working that perimeter. She had a heck of a tournament last year as well. St. Edwards gets the takeaway. And Shakira Barnes now will push across the time stripe. 1:08 to play here in this low-scoring first quarter. Barnes out to Hopper for a 3. It's up and it's good. Abby Hopper, the sophomore out of Lubbock, Texas, making the tray ball from downtown look easy.
Abby Hopper in the quarterfinal game had season highs with 16 points and 10 rebounds. It looks like she's still got her shot going here on Saturday.
St. Edwards leads by 2, and Alexis Brown slides, takes a knee, but will not affect her game plan as Maya Perry works inside the paint, puts a 2-point shot up off the glass. Nice little kiss off the window, and with 30 seconds left, there's about a 4-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Barnes will hold.
Shakira Barnes is so impressive as a distributor of the ball. She's got 140 assists this year. That's more than 100 more than her closest teammate.
7 seconds, 6 seconds, looking, the dish to the wing, 3-point shot from Cunningham! And it's going to be another ball from downtown. Dickerson with 2 seconds loses it. Long 3 to end the half, and the first quarter almost ends with another tray ball. Lexi Cunningham from downtown, and that will lead us to the first time, the first quarter ending, I should say. It's the second time out of the ball game. 18-14 your score. The Hilltoppers lead in Tulsa.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
First quarter highlights, there's Keani Clark, and a couple of highlights from her. And, you know, we were talking in the pregame about Keani Clark, her ability on the inside, her ability to work the guard, as you see Tate Taylor for Fort Smith. But Keani Clark for St. Edwards, up and down the court, but she has such a presence inside as well, partner.
Had a career-high 19 rebounds against Texas A&M International in that quarterfinal win. She is impressive, and rebounds is always a stat that I love because coaches will tell you that, you know, there's a little bit of technique and a lot of heart in rebounding, and so that's what Keani Clark has, a lot of heart.
Father along the baseline, puts it up and in, right off the glass. Lexi Fothering, as we mentioned, missed the first 8 games, still nabbed all-conference honors, all-tournament team in this tournament last year.
Well, an immediate impact off the bench. She picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, didn't see her for a while, now she's back.
Hey, Alexis Brown, I should say, off the glass. It's 20-16.
Brown saw significant minutes in that quarterfinal game and had 9 points off the bench. That was a nice contribution for her, the freshman.
Barnes kicking it out to Cunningham, and Alexis Brown quick to get on Cunningham, who had that late downtown tray ball to end the first quarter.
Yeah, Lexi Cunningham shooting a perfect run so far, 2 of 2 from three-point land. St. Edwards is shooting 50% from outside. So is the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Both teams 2 of 4 from 3.
Clark inside will push it out to Fothery along the baseline. 2-point jumper up and in. Just like you said, immediate impact from Lexi Fothery.
Boy, and that mid-range jumper she has is just so pretty. There's no doubt when she releases the ball that you know it's on target.
Maya Perry on the far wing. Here's Dickerson still nursing that right arm, but pulling inside. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hansen now. Hansen trying to find some help. Maybe got away with an extra step. Here's Haynes for 3. It's up. It's in. Michaela Haynes from Guthrie, Oklahoma. We're going to take another trip downtown.
7 of 15 from three-point land the other day against Oklahoma Christian. They scored 30 points in the first quarter.
This is a team that knows how to score. Keani Clark loses her handle on the basketball, pushes inside, got the charge.
She dropped the shoulder, Drew, and gets the offensive foul. Give credit that time to Tamara Gully, holding her ground, goes ahead, absorbs the contact, and we're going the other way here in a 3-point game.
We've seen this all tournament. Drop that shoulder, throw the forearm. The officials are calling that foul, and they are not afraid to call the charge. Here's Go. At the top of the key has Olivia Hansen around the perimeter. She will go inside the paint, try a nice little dish. Keani Clark, however, with a disruption.
And Keani Clark that time, Drew, along with Hansen, went back and forth. There was a switch on the defensive end. They did a great job not to lose their player in traffic, and that's how they got the turnover.
Inside Guillory, nice little shot off the paint and off the glass. Our man Jose Harbor has some information for us. He will be joining us momentarily. Goalie at the top of the key now. He's got Haynes, 18 on the shot clock. She's gonna hit it anyway. How do you like that? Another trip from downtown. The freshman with 2 in less than 2 minutes. Michaela Haynes hits another tray ball. It is 24-22. St. Edwards with the slight advantage. Jose, let's hear it over to you. Tell us what you know.
Thanks, guys. I was listening into the SAU timeout, and Coach Reel was telling her players, look, they're not doing anything too special on offense. And every time they're scoring is when we're breaking down on defense. So if we can just get more sound, we can stop them. I'm sure University of Arkansas Fort Smith would like to disagree, but I can tell you Coach Reel is confident in her team's defense, guys.
Well, I mean, you would think that too. You've got to try to slow down that perimeter shooting. If Fort Smith gets hot again, you've seen what they can do.
You cannot sit back in a zone defense, and they've thrown like a 3-2 and a 2-3 zone at them so far. They're going to kill that. I would say may have to switch it up. Look at a little man box and one, and here the defense steps up, and it's a run out for Guillory, but she loses the handle.
Very heady play, though, when she loses it. How about Sutton off the iron? Ty Taylor decides to just let it roll, and the Lady Lions will take possession back of the basketball and will inbound.
Michaela Haynes leading all scorers in this one so far with 10 points on the strength of a 3-for-3 shooting day from beyond the arc.
Here's Haynes now deep inside, will not go. Fothery in the paint. Farron Sutton has it in the backcourt, closely guarded by the leading scorer so far in Haynes. 6:21 to play here in this first half.
Boy, Keani Clark that time had a great spin move. The only problem is she shuffled her feet. So another one of those unforced errors. St. Edwards, the Hilltoppers, turned the ball over here in a 2-point game.
I'll tell you what, the performance by both of these teams has got me all choked up. Kaylin Haynes in the backcourt now will push.
I know they're good, but there's no chance that this could be because it's game 9 of 14 for us, is it?
That very well could also be that as well. Mike Perry will draw the foul. They're going to call that one on Lexi Cunningham. Take a look at it again.
See, just a bounce, and Maya able to continue the drive. Perry goes to the line. The all-conference honorable mention from Huntsville, but not Alabama, Huntsville, Texas. Free throws so far, 5 of 8 for the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. After they shook off kind of a bad start at the free throw line, they had an 0-for-3 start this afternoon.
6 minutes to play here in this first half. Sutton will drive. The battle of number 3 is Sutton and Haynes. Lexi Cunningham to Guillory at the top of the key, and now Sutton inside. Disrupted that time by Perry, and Perry's going to take it the other way. Inside paint. Cannot get it to go. Dickerson with the second chance point. Still can't get it to go. She's going to get it, and now Fothery with the takeaway, but they're going to whistle, I believe, Keani Clark with the foul. No, check that. That's Lexi Fothery, and that's 3 for her.
And I tell you what, partner, Zanisha Dickerson, shoulder, no shoulder, she is going to war down there on the blocks. Look at that, in between 3 Hilltoppers, and she's the one that came up with the ball.
And from our broadcast position, you saw Lexi Fothery turn around, look at Coach J.J. Reel, frustrated. There's some frustration there. This is a knotted-up ball game.
Well, read the body language. It doesn't take a psychologist to know hands on the hips. Walks off slowly, shaking the head. She is not happy with the way this game is unfolding for her personally, but it's not like her team is out of it. This is a 1-point game.
Dickerson from the free throw line puts it up and in. These two teams split the regular season series. Both games decided by a total combined 5 points.
And it looks like we're on pace to see another performance just like that.
26-24 the Lady Lions, number 4 seeded in this tournament. Here's Keani Clark to Cunningham. She eyed that long three. Taken away by Taylor. Taylor with the layup up and in. Guillory with the attempt at the disruption. Could not get there in time. Whistle and a timeout. 28-24. And Coach J.J. Reel wants to talk things over. So do we. We'll be back right after this here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Here's Tay Taylor from just a few moments ago. Sweet little dish in the inside, nice little kiss off of the glass. Statistics coming in over the first 15 minutes of play. 10 for 17 shooting from the floor for St. Edwards. 9 for 21 for the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, but the difference maker there is 4 for 7 shooting from behind the arc.
You know, we're having a replay of last year, the 2015-16 Heartland Conference Tournament, when UA Fort Smith and the St. Edwards team played in the exact same spot, the semifinal round. And in that one, St. Edwards won at 78-63. Right now, it's the Lady Lions that have the lead.
Shakira Barnes pushed hard inside. Whistle and a foul, and we'll see here on that. I believe they called that one against Maya Perry. They did. Lady Lions have to be careful about foul trouble, although Coach says it doesn't bother her.
No, I think she saw a lot of good things out of her reserve players yesterday that make her confident.
2-point jump shot that time by Shakira Barnes. Lady Lions are going to go the other way with it this time. Michaela Haynes pushing it deep to the wing to Hansen. You can see the battle of number 13s here, Barnes and Hansen. They are not going to let Hansen get an open shot. Push inside the paint. Lexi Cunningham comes down with it. Both ladies hitting the dirt. Possession arrow will go St. Edwards.
Take another look at the replay here. Lots of arms and legs, and that's as straight a tie-up as you can get. They fell out of bounds, and the alternating possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Lions.
Inside, 2-point shot to Taylor. Will not go, however, they will draw the charge.
Second time we've seen an offensive foul here. I thought it was a well-designed inbounds play from Coach Lovato. A cutting more right across the grain of the lane, but just too much. Defender beat her to the spot, and J.J. Reel, the fifth-year head coach, the coach of the year in the Heartland Conference this season, not liking what she sees so far as her team trails, but they've got the ball here, a chance to tie it up or take the lead on this possession.
Here's Barnes at the top of the key, will push inside the paint, and this makes it look easy with that layup. We're knotted back up at 28 apiece. Here's Haynes with the dish to Perry. Nice little handoff there. She'll work the perimeter, work inside. Guillory hits it, another charge. Maya Perry, but I've got to tell you, Sandra Guillory that time. Nice way to get her feet position. Take a look at it again. Feet position, loses body control. You saw it right there. That's why they called that charge.
Yep, that time she got her nose out over her knees, Drew, and that's all you're talking about is losing that body control. She was leaning, falling into the defender Guillory. Just a great athlete. I love watching her out on the floor. I tell you what, a little while ago, she got beat by Maya Moore on a layup down here, but the fact that she even caught her enough to disrupt the shot was just an amazing show of speed and skill. And you see the Hilltoppers mascot working his way around in the stands here. We got mascots on both ends. We had a great crowd last night. Hoping to see some of those numbers back here inside the UMAC again today.
You know, we've talked about rebounds. We've talked about the fundamentals. Second chance points, just 2-0 for Arkansas Fort Smith, but offensive rebounds, 8-2. The Lady Lions lead in that category over St. Edwards. Here's Shakira Barnes as we open back out to play. 2-point jumper up, will not go. Thought maybe it would have bounced back in, but Haynes will take it the other way. Haynes stops, looks at dropping the three, decides not to, picks up her dribble, finds inside a wide open Maya Perry. They just didn't catch her on the cut, and J.J. Reel is not happy.
You want to talk about a defensive breakdown? You couldn't be any more wide open.
Barnes from the other end, cannot find it. Here's Hanson. Hanson with the dish to Perry. Perry has a 2-on-1 disadvantage. She sees it, she stops. Dickerson to Perry on the baseline, blocking foul on Bailey Hill.
And she's not getting up just yet.
Well, they charged the foul to Bailey Hill. You can see that. She is injured. They are going to attend to her on the court. We'll be back after this. UMAC 30-28. UAFS leads just by 2. Number 4 seed over the top-ranked St. Edwards Hilltoppers. The inside dish to Dickerson off the back glass will not go. Goes directly back to Keone Clark, who will give to Barnes to take it the other way. 3:14 to play here in this first half. Barnes with a nice little fancy footwork inside dish to Clark. Clark turnaround, shot up off the glass, will not go. Hanson with the rebound, and the Lady Lions will push the other way. Hanson looked at the three, decides not to, goes inside to Dickerson, and a whistle and a traveling call on this end.
That just breaks my heart because that time you saw one of the best jump passes that you're going to see now that Tim Tebow's no longer playing football and wasted with the travel underneath.
Let's bring in the third man of our broadcast team. Jose Harbor has a report from the sidelines. Jose?
Thanks, guys. I was listening to SEU's timeout recently. Coach Reel is telling their players, University of Arkansas Fort Smith is a good team. If we keep making turnovers, they're going to keep capitalizing. We can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot. On Fort Smith's side, I was watching Dickerson on the sidelines. She is still really trying to work that arm. You can tell it's bothering her on the court. She's missed a couple shots, so that'll be definitely something to watch as the game goes on. Guys?
Thanks, Jose. And as you were reporting that, we saw the third charge in, 5 minutes? It's been ridiculous over on this end. And now that was I don't know how many that is on Dickerson, but Fort Smith's going to have to worry a little bit about foul trouble early on.
It's the second personal foul on Dickerson. And an and one on the other end for St. Edwards. They've got 5 fouls now. Actually, fouls are pretty close. 5 for UFAS, 4 for St. Edwards. As you see the replay, and another athletic move by Sandra Guillory, the 6-foot junior from Austin, Texas. And she has the chance for the three-point play, but she rattles that one off.
Well, Jose was telling us just a few moments ago that you can't shoot yourself in the foot. That's what Coach Reel was telling St. Edwards. You got to force turnovers just like that right there. Maybe lit a fire under their team. Inside the dish to Keone Clark. Misses the pass, turns around, puts it up, off the glass and in anyway. Whistle and a timeout from Coach Lovato.
Coach Lovato's ball club has now gone 2 minutes without a made basket in this one, and you can see it on the scoreboard. St. Edwards is in the lead. This team, between offensive fouls and turnovers, has gone just dry here in the last 2 minutes.
A far cry from what we saw from this team just yesterday. And Coach Lovato, you can see right there, telling Tamara Gully, get on it. You have to find a little bit of production here. And I'm looking right now directly to my right at Bailey Hill. She went down with an injury a few moments ago. They have taped that left elbow to the point where it's almost immobilized. It's straight. It would definitely affect the shot. We will see. She's probably not coming back in for the first half. We may see her again after a halftime. Brown falls, whistle and a travel, and JJ Reel, you can see her at the top of your screen there, wondering why it took so long.
Well, you know, JJ Reel, we mentioned that she's the coach of the year, but St. Edwards, I mean, she is St. Edwards through and through. 5 years as a head coach, now played for the program. When she was in college, she got there in 1998. She was a 3-year starter, a 2-year captain, and a 2-time all-conference honoree.
Barnes, turnaround two-point jumper up and in. We'll talk a little bit more about Coach Reel and the pedigree she has with St. Edwards in a few moments, because there's a point I want to make with that. But over here on the far side, Fort Smith, here's Haynes, now nearly 3 minutes without a basket underneath.
Well, maybe they can get a chance here at the free throw line with the clock sitting at 1:12 now. A couple of free throws would be big right here. Get it back to a one-possession game here as we're inching closer to halftime.
The point I wanted to make with Coach Reel, and you've seen it a lot in this conference tournament, we're seeing the debut of Coach Lovato, who took over for Lewis Horton at Fort Smith, who had been there for 30 years. Coach Stephanie Finley from Oklahoma Christian, been here for 32 years. Coach Reel has a pedigree with St. Edwards. Mark Potter on the men's side, 19 years. So when you talk about Division II athletics, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of family tradition at a lot of these universities.
They really, really do. We talked about it yesterday. Jose had a great story about one of the other teams that had 2 sets of twins and another set of brothers on their roster. So basketball at the Division II level.
Barnes up and in, long two. St. Edwards, 36-31. They're going on a bit of a run with 43 seconds.
Well, I tell you who hasn't seen the ball recently enough, partner, is this young lady right here, Olivia Hansen. Thought they might try to run a play for her here, but instead she makes the unselfish play and gets her team 2 points.
Tamara Gully underneath. She's been beast mode underneath as well. At least a presence. That's her first points of the game. 19 seconds. No shot clock. And Barnes will hold for the last shot for St. Edwards.
Shakira Barnes starts all 27 games this season for St. Edwards. Coach Reel content with the ball in her hands.
Loses her handle on it. That's the way that we end the first half. Maybe, no, up and just missed it. Thought maybe Haley Jolly could put it up and in, just a little bit off. And that's how we are going to end the first half. St. Edwards leads 36-33. More from the UMAC in Tulsa in just a few moments.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough.
Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are
St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play,
you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world. and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tamiu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
Music lady better hurry. Well, we welcome you back to the UMAC here in Tulsa and take a look at the highlights. Goodness gracious, there was a bunch of them, but take a look. There was Shakira Barnes. From the outside, from the inside, working the perimeter, Shakira Barnes has been on fire for St. Edwards, the team's leading scorer in the regular season. You're seeing her here, but then also you cannot not pay attention to Michaela Haynes, leading scorer for the Lady Lions right now.
It's such a great story, Drew, because it's two ends of the spectrum. Michaela Haynes is your co-freshman of the year, a super talented guard, and then Shakira Barnes, the first conference superstar senior on the other side of the floor today. A great battle of youth versus experience.
We see Fothery back into the game for the first time since the early going of the first quarter. She got into foul trouble early.
She only got to play 8 minutes in the first half, and that'll change what this team does offensively for St. Edwards, having her more available here in the third quarter.
Here's Michaela Haynes over to Perry, who will work the circle and will try to find some sort of perimeter offense. 15 on the shot clock. It is 36-33. St. Edwards, the top seed, up ahead. Dickerson can't put the stick back in. Keone Clark with the rebound. Coast to coast, there was Shakira Barnes. Hopper with the rebound. St. Edwards will slow it down. Fothery for three. It's up. It is no good. From one three-point shooter to another. Hansen with the rebound. And now Haynes will take it across the court. You see her Handed off to Perry there, who's working at the top. Quickly double teamed inside to Hanson, who's in the paint. The dish to Haynes. Haynes up. Haynes good. Another three-point shot by Michaela Haynes. That is how many right now?
She's 4 for 4. She's got 4. She hasn't missed.
Perimeter shooting, an obvious strength of this Lady Lions team in the tournament. Ball flies out. We'll stay with the Lady Lions. Inbounds to Barnes, and she'll get it to Keone Clark. Clark to Fodry. Nice turnaround along the baseline. 2-point up and in. How about Lexi Fodry that time?
You can't do it any better than that. A great job finding her with the pass over the top of the defense. She spins baseline, shoots it up and in, and this offense missed her, only being able to play 8 minutes in the first half.
Kayla Haynes at the top. Inside, Hopper draws the foul. Let's take a hit over to the sidelines with Jose. Jose?
Thanks, guys. I was able to talk to some of the coaches coming out of half. Coach Reel was upset with their time of possession and too many turnovers. They think if they can limit the turnovers, they can do a lot better on offense. And they want to help on the offensive boards, but I think a lot of that has to do with Feathery being out. Coach Lovato, speaking about Feathery being out, she mentioned that it's played into their game plan, but obviously it hasn't really helped much. They've given up too many offensive boards or too many offensive plays to other players. And I asked about Dickerson. She did say that she's a tough player. She did dislocate her shoulder, but she will be playing no matter what. So, guys, back to you.
All righty, thanks, Jose, so much. You know, we talked about Lexi Fodry and the impact that she could have, and you even mentioned, partner, that the immediate impact, apparently it was part of the game plan.
Well, you know, that's what great players do, and that's what great coaches do, is they don't let anything surprise them or rattle them. And foul trouble is just a part of the game of basketball. You have to know how to adjust. They've done that here today. That's why we've got a 38-38 ball game here on semifinal Saturday.
Here's Perry dribbling inside. Keone Clark's arms straight up. I don't know who they're going to get for that one. It's Lexi Fodry.
Well, you know, we had a plan, and then she got another foul.
Her fourth.
That's her fourth, the team's second. So that's another weapon that's going to come out of the game here. And Fodry, you saw exactly what she did. She's immediately into the game, and what she can do that some of her teammates can't is she can get her shot from wherever. Doesn't matter if she's in space, if she's double teamed, she's elusive and finds a way to score. Now she's done for probably the whole of the third quarter, Drew.
Coach Lovato clearly has a game plan to try to create some opportunities to get her to draw some fouls, isolate her, get her out of the game. And now Shakira Barnes. Now, it doesn't take away the fact that the St. Edward's team has a lot of weapons. Barnes and Clark are in there certainly as well.
No, it's the game within a game when you see somebody trying to technically run their offense directly at another player.
A traveling call on Haynes. She's pleading her case. She was midair.
I love the maturity, though, out of the co-freshman of the year to say, you know what, I'm not sure about the call. I want an explanation so I know not to make the same mistake again with this official.
Inbounds now, this time to Cunningham. She dropped a couple of threes in the first half. Here's Barnes, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Hilltoppers to get set. They trail 40-38. 6:57 to play. Here's Cunningham along the baseline. Will bump it to Clark in the paint. Took an extra step. 2-point shot will not go. And now some contact.
Yeah, Haynes got hit on the top of the head that time. Caught a little bit of an elbow. That gives St. Edward's a chance to make a change here with the stoppage and play.
Sandra Guillory coming in for Hopper. Here's Haynes out of the backcourt. We'll reset the Lady Lion offense. They're ahead by 2, trying to extend that lead. Here's Sydney Franklin at the top. Give out to Maya Perry. Perry quickly harassed by Cunningham, and now Dickerson looking to go inside. Makes a nice little move. 2-point shot off the glass. When I go, pulls down her own rebound. Still can't get it to go. Guillory will be whistled for the foul.
Guillory's second foul, the team's fourth for the Hilltoppers, and I tell you what, Zanisha Dickerson is a warrior. I was telling Jose during halftime that I have a younger cousin named Erin that used to play high school basketball. She was a three-point shooter, and she would shoot her shoulder out and dislocate it, come back to the sideline and put it in. And I was always amazed at the threshold of pain, the tolerance for pain that some of these players have, and the grittiness to do whatever it takes to get back into a game. And that's what you're seeing here today by Zanisha Dickerson playing through the pain. She is grimacing when she shoots the free throws.
How about the offensive board right there and the hustle by Maya Perry to put another two-point shot up. 43-38, the lead is 5. St. Edward has it on the other side. Here's Guillory. The dish to Cunningham along the wing. Disruption that time by Perry as she bounces it off her foot.
Get this, Drew. Of the 23 rebounds, which, by the way, Eufus is out-rebounding St. Edwards 23-14 right now. Their rebounds are almost dead even at 12 defense and 11 offensive rebounds.
Cunningham for 2, nothing but net that time. You talk about the boards. We preached that all day yesterday, trying to make sure that you've got the fundamentals in place, doing the rebounds. Then you're getting them on both sides of the court.
Well, this Lady Lion team doesn't normally blow anybody's doors off rebounding as St. Edwards gets the steal.
Down low, and the shot is blocked by, pardon me, I'm about to lose my
Tamara
mind here.
Gully here.
Gully. I keep getting choked up about the way this team is playing.
Well, St. Edwards is going to be able to keep the ball here, down 3, but Gully, another athletic move, all the way to chase back.
Clark inside to Barnes, took some contact, the rebound to Guillory. Whistle, bucket counts, and the foul shall go to the line.
A big swing and a chance at the tie here as they're going to say Sydney Franklin got the push. That's Franklin's first foul, the first foul here in the third quarter against the University of Arkansas Fort Smith.
Well, it's also a big one because it sends Guillory behind the line for the tying shot. And drains it. Haynes has it in the backfield. We are back to a tie ball game at 43. The Lady Lions inside the paint. Two-pointer will not go. Rebound goes to St. Edwards, and that's Guillory.
Would it surprise you if I told you, Drew, we've had 6 ties and 6 lead changes?
Not at all, as Cunningham puts up another one. Ball flies out of bounds. Nobody seems to know, and now an official conversation. A jump ball with alternating possession arrow.
And that's the right call to make. When you have a 3-person officiating crew and you have a chance to stop and take a minute, you ask your partners, did you see it? Nobody saw it. Everybody was blocked out. So that's what the alternating possession arrow is there for.
So it goes to Haynes. Hansen has her pocket pick, but they're going to get the push foul on Haley Jolly. Fremont, California native picks up her second, I believe. It's her third. That'll lead us to the first timeout of the third quarter. We're going to take it with them. 43-all here in this semifinal matchup in Tulsa.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
You see Olivia Hansen shooting lights out from behind the arc for the Lady Lions of Fort Smith as we welcome you back here to Tulsa, the UMAC. Second round action of the Heartland Conference Tournament. I'm Drew Bryn alongside Corey Ritz. Jose Harbor, the third man of our broadcast team. We will hear from him on the sidelines in just a little bit. Hansen pinballs out, a rare miss for her.
That's her first trip to the charity stripe today. And a rare miss from her. We talked about it in their game yesterday. 3-point shooters usually are good free throw shooters, and she makes up for it on the second try.
So here's Shakira Barnes in the backcourt. Will push across the time stripe. 43-44, the Lady Lions lead by 1, an inside dish to Clark. A nice little high pass on the baseline, reverse layup will not go. Clark gets her own rebound, two-pointer off the glass. Nice little English on it, and it'll spin in. Lady Lions will reset now. Haynes pushing to the paint, trying to answer. Guillory with the rebound. And now this way. Barnes at the top of the key. St. Edwards has been good inside when they can get it to Clark, especially on the second chance. Here's Jolly. Back out to Guillory at the top and move to Cunningham. And St. Edwards taking their time, but they've only got 10 on the shot clock. Inside, Cunningham jumper will not fall, a little bit short. Rebound, and the ball will bounce off of Tamara Gully, and it will be St. Edwards' ball. I think everybody in the arena saw that one.
Well, and I think it was just a little too close of a shot for Lexi Cunningham. She's 2 for 2 from three-point land. I think that's the first time she's pulled the trigger from inside the lane this afternoon.
Jolly inbounds to Cunningham as her shot blocked. Jolly will put it up again before the shot clock goes up. Ball flies out of bounds. And it will stay with St. Edwards.
The second block of the day for the Hilltoppers. And a pretty impressive athletic move that time to cap the shot.
Now inbounds to Clark. They've got a fresh shot clock here. Leading by 1, here's Barnes. Fancy footwork to get inside the paint, up off the glass and in. Nicely done from the team's leading scorer.
Team's leading scorer, team's assist leader, over 140 coming into this afternoon, and one of those senior leaders that when you got to have a basket, you know, can answer the bell.
Dickerson, straight up, no foul. Guillory with great defense and the assist by Jolly. St. Edwards going the other way. Here's Barnes. Out of the timeout, you can see some adjustments that the Hilltoppers have made, slowing things down, playing their game. Barnes with the dish to Jolly. Jolly will move inside. Two-point shot will not go, but she is fouled. And Dickerson draws her a third foul, as we heard the public address announcer say. That's 4 for Fothery, 3 for Dickerson on the other end. Shot up and in. Let's go to Jose Harbor now for a report on the University of Arkansas Fort Smith sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was listening to the timeout for UFAS, and Coach Lovato was telling her team, look, we're not in sync, guys. We're just not playing in rhythm. If we can get to that rhythm that we're used to, taking point yesterday's first half, we can get on a roll, and we can get ahead on St. Edwards. On St. Edwards' side, I can tell you Fothery has not sat down once since she has fouled out. She has been yelling and cheering the entire time. I can tell you her head is still in the game, guys.
That's an excellent point, Jose, because Lexi is here. She is right beside us. She's got 4 fouls.
Clapping, standing up, cheering, not going to take a seat. That's a leader.
Lady Lions two-point shot will not go. Keani Clark almost takes the extra step, but does not, and St. Edwards will go the other way. And partner, the look on your face tells the entire story there.
Well, you know, everybody's entitled to an opinion. I had one on that one, but.
Here's Guillory up top. Keani Clark has it. J.J. Reel with the timeout.
Wow, that is a quick timeout call by J.J. Reel, and you know, that's what you need coaches for sometimes, is to help bail out their team.
We'll take it with them back after this from Tulsa.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Back here at the UMAC, it's a 49-44 ball game. St. Edward's leading by 5. We hear Coach J.J. Reel over on this side. You can see her here on your screen, and then the move over to Fort Smith. And tale of two teams here, partner.
Yeah, you get a look at Coach Lovato and her club on their bench. You know, she's only the 4th coach in the University of Arkansas Fort Smith history, a program that's been around for 40 years. She's got a lot of great experience, hasn't been with her program as long as J.J. Reel has been with St. Edward's. But you know what? The messages are still the same. You looked at both sidelines. Both coaches calm, cool, collected, explaining what the next part of the plan is here. We've still got a great game going on, just separated by 5 points.
Two teams will take the court with 2:33 left to play. Here in this third quarter, Shakira Barnes on the inside will give it to Jolly. Takes a step, makes the shot, will not fall. Rebound goes to the Lady Lions. Across the court now, here's Haynes between the circles, and here's Hanson. Lights out from beyond the arc, don't want to give her an open shot. Gully again, now here's Haynes, leading scorer for the day. 2-point shot up off the glass and good. 14 on the day for her, make that 16. And we're back to a 3-point, 1-possession ball game.
And I tell you the difference in between what's going on when UFAS has the lead versus St. Edward's. Been harping on rebounds all day after that last break. Rebounds are knotted up at 24. St. Edward's has finally started working the glass, and they've seen that benefit on the scoreboard for them.
3 seconds in the lane. Call against St. Edward's. It's going to go the other way. Tamara Gullery will inbound. A little bit of pressure being applied by Barnes. She'll let off the gas and head to the other end.
Olivia Hanson has been quiet ever since she knocked down a first quarter 3. She has 4 points, 1 free throw, and 1 3-pointer. That's it.
Inside to Taylor, 2-point shot up and in. Nice job by Haynes. The court vision she had when she saw Taylor take that open lane. The pass makes the shot up and in.
Taylor, 2 early fouls. Didn't see a lot of her in the first half. Now she's got 4 points. And it's a 1-point game as we're winding down to the final minute of the third.
Jolly in the paint now, the push to Barnes. 8 seconds on the shot clock to Guillory. Can't find it in the paint, turns, finds it off the glass, will not go. Rebound goes to the Lady Lions. A minute on the game clock. Here's Perry. Perry gives it to Hanson. Hanson thought about it from long range, but decided not to.
Thought about one from about press row.
Here's Hanson again, moving along the wing. Taylor, the dish to Gullery inside the paint. Takes the shot, it's up off the iron, no good. Here comes Barnes, about a 5-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. The shot clock, I should say. Here's Barnes inside to Clark. High pass, but she's able to pull it down, loses her handle on it. Taylor going the other way, 24 seconds. No shot clock here. They can hold for the last one.
They can hold for the last one, and maybe a huge momentum swing for the Lady Lions if they could collect the lead heading into the fourth.
10 seconds to play, 49-48. Here's Haynes. Third quarter winding down. Hanson, you see what they're trying to do here. Hanson, long 2 is up. She's fouled. 1.7 to play in the third. Hanson will go to the line. She's 50% on the day, and she'll have 2.
That's the third personal foul called against St. Edward's, Sandra Guillory.
We've called her name quite a bit as well today.
Well,
7 points.
She's been the primary relief mechanism for the fact that Lexi Fothery has been in foul trouble, but now she's joining her with the same problem.
Hanson's up, Hanson's in, a collision underneath. Jolly to Guillory, they're going to try nothing. They're just going to hold it in the backcourt. That's the way we are going to end the third quarter. The Lady Lions have a 1-point lead over top-seeded St. Edward's. The final quarter of this semifinal matchup coming up right after this timeout. You are watching the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
We welcome you back to the UMAC here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Alongside Corey Riggs, I'm Drew Brent, and thank you for joining us here. Fourth quarter action, partner, and we've seen a pretty tight one so far.
This has been a great game. Everything that we could have hoped it would live up to. All of a sudden, it's a one-point game going into the fourth quarter. And I think we just got video bombed by our sideline reporter.
Did we? There he is. He's right behind us. Jose always getting that camera time. He's good at that. Well, we're going to give the camera time back to the ladies who are playing for a chance at the championship game, which will be held tomorrow. The winner of this one will go on to play for the Heartland Conference tournament title. It's 49-50. The Lady Lions leading by 1. Fothery back in the game for 3. It's up and it's in. You can call her Lexi for 3 because that time she made instant offense.
She does. Every time she checks into the game, it just doesn't matter. She immediately gets her shot, and all of a sudden she gives her Hilltoppers the 1-point lead.
Maya Perry working the wing now. Haynes for 3. The answer will not go. Maya Perry with the rebound. The putback will not go. Jolly going the other way.
That is Haynes' first 3 missed this afternoon. She was 4 for 4 before she let that one fly.
Still 80%, not bad at all. Jolly on the wing. Looking, can't find any help. Now push it out to Jolly. 13 on the shot clock. Barnes on the near side. Inside to Fothery. Now out to Clark. Good lineup here. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Barnes with the push. 2-pointer up. 2-pointer will not go. The rebound goes to the Lady Lions. Here's Haynes.
That one just too strong that time from our angle. I thought for sure that was going in.
8.5 to play. 51-50. St. Edward's holding on to a 1-point lead. Here's Hansen. Lights out from downtown yesterday. A little bit of a cold streak today. Perry with 6 seconds, 5 seconds, turnaround, breaks some ankles, rolls out. Here's Taylor with the rebound and the putback.
She is so good about sealing out, blocking out, and being able to get the rebound. Offensive rebounds today, 13 of them for the Lady Lions. A nice job by the young lady that came over from McLennan Community College.
Ball flies out. It'll go back to the Lady Lions. See Lexi Fothery there. Been very quiet today with foul trouble.
She quietly got to 10 points after that last made basket. A great shooting day, 5 of 7. Maybe the only problem for her, those 4 fouls, and she had 1 trip to the free throw line where she went 0 for.
Here's Haynes again. Lady Lions setting it up, 20 on the shot clock. Just under 8 to play in the ball game. The winner goes to the tournament final. Inside backdoor cut by Haynes. 2 points up and in. Coach Lovato's got to be happy about that one.
The basket not nearly as pretty as the bullet pass delivered by Olivia Hansen. That looked like a quarterback throwing it through an old tire, just threading the needle.
Hopper on the wing at the top of the key. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes will work inside. Now try to work it back out. Finding Fothery. She looked for the 3. Couldn't find it. She whistles inside. Trying to find that inside paint shot. She'll draw the foul from Dickerson, and she will go to the line.
That is her 4th now. So Dickerson with 4 for the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. 4 fouls on Fothery for St. Edward's.
Inbounds pass will come from Jolly. Into Fothery, in the paint, stops, drops, hits the floor, will go to the line. As she goes to the line, we will pitch it to our man Jose Harbor, who's on the sideline. Jose?
Thanks, guys. I was listening into the timeout of SAU, and Coach Reel was telling her players, look, we didn't play that last minute and a half of that third period, and we only got 10 minutes left to go of this fourth. I need you guys to give it all you got. As you can see, Father's back in the game, and it makes you wonder, since she hasn't played a lot, she does have very fresh legs. So if she can stay out of that foul trouble, you got to think that she's going to really help that team down the stretch, guys.
What's avoiding that fifth foul for Lexi Fothery? You're right, she does have fresh legs, but one mishap and she's done here, partner.
A senior from Richmond, Texas, transferred over from Stephen F. Austin. You said it, I said it. Each time she checks into the ball game, there's an immediate offensive impact. But the only question now is, with 7 minutes to play, how many of those 7 minutes can she stay on the floor?
Inbounds to Taylor, inside the paint, I should say, will not go. Wrestling for the ball underneath. There are a couple Lady Lions who hit the floor. St. Edwards takes the advantage. Here's Barnes. Nearly has it knocked away, and now St. Edwards, two-point shot for Barnes. Up and in. Thought they might reset, but she pop-locked and dropped it.
I love what the senior did there, Drew. She looked over her right shoulder. She knew she had the shot. When she looked over her shoulder, she realized they had an odd man break. There were two Lady Lions behind her, so she knew they had the numbers, went ahead and took it up and got the two.
Smart basketball, and that will result in a 1-point lead. Inside to Dickerson underneath. Lexi Fothery could not play as physical as she normally would want to, partner. You were staring right at it.
Might as well buy a ticket and sit in the stands, because at this point in time with 4 fouls, you just have to let her go. All you can do is watch.
Here's Barnes now. Inside to Guillory. 2-point will not go, hasn't taken away, no foul call. And here's Perry, going to try to go coast to coast. She took a step, and it will not go.
All of that started by the straight-up block by Tay Taylor, just going straight up and down, that verticality. Didn't come over, close over the top, and give them a chance to call a foul on her, and they still get the ball here.
And you should also mention the fact that Lexi Fothery was not playing underneath that time. It was Guillory.
Well, they can switch up. Guillory's got the size to do it at 6 foot and a junior.
20 on the shot clock. Dickerson puts 2 more on the board. That's a 3-point lead for the Lady Lions.
Dickerson now with 9.
Across the paint now, Barnes. Just about 5 minutes to play. The winner goes to the championship game. Loser goes home, whistle and a foul.
Foul underneath is going to be on the Lady Lions, 22, Timber Gully. That's her 4th. So here we are again, Drew. A lot later in the game than we had this conversation yesterday, but this battle of attrition with fouls and a short bench for the Lady Lions starting to pop up here in the final 5 minutes. Point blank miss for Fothery, and Lady Lions with the rebound, and they'll bring it back up the floor here, holding on to the lead in the ball.
Fothery with a rare miss that time, as you mentioned, partner, and the Lady Lions are chewing up some clock with about 16 seconds left here on the shot clock. Inside dish to Taylor, sets it up, will not go. The rebound goes to Hopper. You got to make those shots late in the game.
It was such a beautiful inlet pass to get her open too. She had a clean look, could use the window, just couldn't get it to go.
18 on the shot clock. Jolly has it on the near side. Working the wing now is St. Edwards, down by 3. Here's Barnes in the paint. Takes a 2-point shot, loses it. Out of bounds. No foul call. And the Lady Lions will go to the sideline for a timeout. We're going to take it with them. Stay with us. The final few minutes of action in this semifinal game. We'll know one of the participants in the championship game after this here on the Heartland Conference Network.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Shakira Barnes has had a heck of a day. There you see Guillory as well. Guillory, I should say, 3 for 5 from the floor for her. This entire St. Edward's team, the top seed in this Heartland Conference tournament, finds themselves down 3 the hands of the Arkansas Fort Smith Lady Lions late in the fourth quarter. And Drew Brent alongside Corey Riggs. Jose Harper is our man on the sidelines. Several of our production crew doing a great job. All of our production crew doing a great job. We'll run down the list of everyone who's participated in this marathon of a tournament, but everybody's done very, very well. Here's Hanson. Give to Dickerson. Inside. Picks up her dribble. She took a step. Missed that call. And now the inbounds to Fothery. Barnes, this matchup with Barnes and Perry. The game within the game, you can see it right there at the top of the key, now screened out by Keani Clark. Earlier at the top, Fothery inside, 2-point shot, up off the glass and in. That's the bread and butter right there. Fothery will find that lane every time.
Lexi Fothery does such a good job of operating in the space in which the defense gives her and finds a way to snake her way through the defenders and get a high percentage shot. She's done it all weekend here in Tulsa.
2-point putback up and in. That's Taylor that time. Back to a 3-point deficit for St. Edwards.
60-57, but we know St. Edwards can just erase this deficit with one shot. Fothery can knock it down from 3, so can Barnes.
Fothery underneath, whistle.
But she's the one who touched it last.
They lose it out of bounds. Inbounds pass is going to come from Gully. You saw Coach J.J. Reel there. She has not been a happy camper over the last 10 minutes or so.
That would be a colorful way to describe it, yes. But
that's the best way to describe it at the moment, I feel.
What's the word you used to describe her from last year when you were here? Firecracker, I think was the word. And
yes.
I think that's very descriptive, and St. Edwards is going to have another crack at it here after the rebound.
Barnes going to try to go coast to coast in the paint. 2-point shot up off the glass and good.
20 points. The first player on either team to reach the 20-point plateau. Just a great job. Shakira Barnes has been incredible today.
2.5 to play. It's a 1-point game. Going out of bounds. Oh no, we're fighting for it. St. Edwards has it. Lexi Fothery coming the other way. That's what good teams do. They've got to find opportunities, and a walk on Guillory, and it's going the other way. They find ways to make turnovers, but you've got to capitalize on them, was what I was going to say, and then they didn't.
Coach Lovato making a change here, getting Michaela Haynes back in. I actually didn't realize how long she had been out. Been a couple of minutes that she had been sitting on the bench. Now really the driver of this Lady Lion offense back in here.
Here's Taylor pushing inside. Now the dish to Guillory for Hanson for 3. It's off the iron and off the mark. It was a wide open look, and that was a design play to get Hanson in downtown area. Couldn't quite make it from the wing. And that's a lucky break that time for St. Edwards.
Yep, she was so incredible from outside yesterday, but it's hard to keep shooting at that sort of pace.
What a great move by Shakira Barnes. Fancy footwork to create the separation. Puts the 2-point basket in.
Barnes 18 points and 4 assists. And I know you used the phrase earlier, breaking ankles. That's exactly what she did there.
Here's Haynes, 61-60 St. Edwards. Haynes going into the paint, no foul. Barnes going the other way. You do not want her to go coast to coast, and now Barnes is going to slow it down with $1:14 to play, 20 on the shot clock. Could be a matter of who scores last here. Their winner goes to the championship. Barnes pushes the paint. 2-point shot up and in. That's a big one for Barnes. Coach J.J. Reel wants a timeout. Momentum shift in favor of St. Edwards. It is 63-60. The Hilltoppers leading by 3 with exactly 1 minute to go.
And it has been all Shakira Barnes here in winning time. In the final 2 minutes of a game, you've got to have a leader. You've got to have somebody that's willing to put a team on her back and do what it takes. She has done it again here. She scored their last 4 points. And I tell you what, each time it was with very little help. She brought the ball down. They kind of flatten out like an NBA play. Give them a flat ISO. She just works off the dribble, and so far no one has been able to defend her.
And take a look at this again, partner. We've talked about the inside game for all teams already. Points in the paint, 30 apiece. This is why this game is so close. They are scoring from inside, and there you see Coach Lovato. Her first year here at Arkansas Fort Smith, taking over for Lewis Horton. .22 on the shot clock whistle. J.J. Reel was not happy, and there's an official conversation right now.
Well, her assistant shot up off the bench like the chairs were electrified, yelling for something, and I've got a funny feeling that we're going to have an official review here because I don't think the clock started right.
I also think there were 6 on the floor.
Guys.
Was that it?
That's what they're complaining about. There were 6 players on the floor. Number 24 for UFIS was in the game and then tried to jump back to the bench before coming back to be counted in. So
okay.
We'll see if the refs get that together here.
I thought what they were saying, when I heard 6, I thought they were saying like the clock hadn't started, like they've got to put it back to 6. There were 6 on the floor.
The officials are conferring right here between us. Official on the replay booth having the conversation. And I didn't quite hear what he said.
He said they had 6 on the floor when the ball was put back in play. I don't know that that's a reviewable play though, Drew. I think that's the problem here.
And I don't know if you can hear this from Coach Rio, but Drill says it's unethical and hangs at the top of the circle. And I think she was giving us an earful too. We didn't do it.
I promise I didn't do it.
Well, I mean, we're getting the word from the truck that there was six people on the truck, but not much that you can do at this point. They didn't do anything about it.
Well, it's again what's reviewable and what's not reviewable, and it doesn't matter if you're doing an NFL game or a Division II college basketball game. There are rules that dictate what you can go to an official review for. This isn't one of them. It's a dead ball play.
They foul Clark in the backcourt with a 3-point lead. And boy, J.J. Reel is not happy. She is still giving our official over here on the sideline an earful.
The hard thing to comprehend is that they're still leading.
They are still in it, but she is coaching it up. Now, here's what I would say, too. You would almost have to look at this conversation, and we can hear it on the sidelines. You have to be a little bit careful. With this lead, you do not want to draw a tee up.
That's exactly right, Drew. I mean, she's got to walk a very thin line here. I understand she wants to make her point, and I understand that she wants to do her job, but her team has a 2-possession lead right now and an offensive rebound and a foul. So they need to put this behind them and focus on finishing this win and going to a back-to-back championship game here in Tulsa.
It's certainly getting testy here in the final few minutes. It's a 2-possession game. They called it on Taylor.
That's her 4th, the team's 5th. By the way, here in the 4th quarter, Drew, St. Edwards hasn't committed a foul. It's 5-0.
Shot up, shot good. That is Haley Jolly. That's a 5-point lead now with 36 left.
I think Coach Reel's going to ask for a timeout after the second free throw is granted, and she's going to get it.
That's a momentum timeout. St. Edwards takes it, and it's a full timeout. We will stay right here with 36.8 left, and let's go back over that last few minutes. There was a lot that happened, but There was the six-man conversation, there was the controversy, there was the foul call, and all of a sudden you're looking at the score. St. Edwards leads 66-60.
Yep, and they are going to have the opportunity here to try and finish this one off, trying to make their way to Championship Sunday. The next game on the docket here today features the number 2 and number 3 seeds. Drew told you off the top of the show that it's all chalk on the women's side of the bracket. Number 2, St. Mary's. Number 3, Lubbock Christian. Remember, look at this Final Four here. St. Mary's is the 2 seed. St. Edwards is the 1 seed. Lubbock Christian is the defending national champion. They're the 3 seed. And St. Edwards and University of Arkansas Fort Smith and Lubbock Christian are 1, 2, 3, 2014, 2015, 2016 Heartland Conference champions. So you've got all 3 of the last 3 years defending champs in the field, and you've got the defending national champs in the field.
It's going to be a great day of basketball. It's a great day here as well. And now a 30-second timeout for Fort Smith. The conversation is, you know, Corey, if you're Coach Lovato here, you find your team down 6, what are you telling your players?
Well, there's plenty of time left on the clock. We talked about this at length yesterday about extending a game. It's going to be their ball out of the break. They committed the foul. They're down 6 here. This is a team that has not shot the 3 well today, Drew, but we know they can. If there was ever a time for Olivia Hansen to find that outside shot again and dial in, maybe the sharpshooter will get back to her form here. They get the advantage of the ball moving up. That's what the timeout was for. Here, they get a quick shot this way.
Here's Haynes. 27 on the shot clock. Only about a 5-second differential. Hansen for 3, and she airballs it. Fothery with the rebound. Quick foul by Franklin.
Well, you use the timeout to advance the ball. That's the rule of women's college basketball. That way they didn't have to bring it down on the far end. They get it up here. They get the ball to the player they want, and then they just don't get the result.
And you put Lexi Fothery behind the line. Not the shooter I would want behind the line if I was Fort Smith. Up, money.
Fothery, an 82% free throw shooter this season. She was 61 of 74 coming into today. Today she's a perfect 3 of 3.
Second one on the way, will not go. It's a 7-point lead now with about 25 seconds left. There is no shot clock whistle. Whistle and a timeout. 23.7 seconds left. We'll take it with and more on the Heartland Conference Network.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Back here at the UMAC, 67-60. This game has been full of ups, full of downs. With 23.7 seconds left, St. Edwards trying to hold on to advance to their second straight Heartland Conference Tournament Championship.
Well, if you like daytime drama, partner, we have got it chock full here inside the UMAC.
Absolutely, and it's been a crazy game. Full of ups and downs. Here's Haynes at the top of the key with 18 seconds left. They're trying to score quickly. Dickerson for 3. It's up off the back glass. No good. Jolly has it. Whistle and a jump ball. Fort Smith will keep the ball, but there's 11.1 seconds left. Time of the essence for Fort Smith. They would have to make a very quick 3, a very quick foul just to have a shot here. Inbounds to Dickerson. Dickerson, the long 3, up, almost there. Rebound to Jolly. Jolly gets it to Barnes. Barnes with 3 seconds. They're going to hold it off. St. Edwards is going to their second straight Heartland Conference Tournament Championship game. They defeat the Lady Lions of Arkansas Fort Smith 67-60 in what was an absolute classic.
It really was. You hit the nail on the head, Drew, and in a 67-60 final, to see these two teams leave it all out on the floor. We had everything. We had injuries. We had huge momentum swings back and forth. This is a game that featured 6 ties and 13 lead changes. I mean, the lead was never safe, and it was never really out of reach until the final 35-40 seconds when they made their free throws to wrap this one up. That's what great teams do, and I can only imagine what the conversation is that our Jose Harbor is going to have with J.J. Reel here in the post-game press conference.
The way to hold on for St. Edwards. Jose Harbor has J.J. Reel on at courtside. Jose, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach J.J. Reel. Coach, the final score isn't really indicative of how close this game actually was. Just speak to that.
I mean, we knew it was going to be that way. We played twice. They beat us at the buzzer at their place. We won by 2 at our place. So we were prepared for that. You got to give them a lot of credit. They played great. But our kids, the last 3 minutes, we just had a gut check, and I thought the epitome of our team was Haley Jolly going for that steal in that far corner and crawling to get the loose ball. And from there, you just kind of knew that we were going to figure out a way to get it done.
Talk about Feathery. She was in foul trouble the entire game, came into the fourth quarter, and I don't think you guys fouled till under a minute left. Just talk about the composure.
I mean, look, Lexi is a great player. She's one of the greatest players to put that navy blue uniform on, and she's a competitor. And she wasn't going to go down without a fight, and we knew that. Thank you.
Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Coach J.J. Reel, guys, it's a heck of a ball game partner for that one.
I tell you what, and that's one of the all-time greats in Hilltopper history, J.J. Reel, complimenting one of her players. Lexi Fothery is one of the all-time greats. That's going to mean a lot, and these ladies are going to be ready for Championship Sunday tomorrow at noon right here.
Well, they will find out their opponent as our next game tips off at 2:30. Stay tuned for the post-game press conference. More basketball action right here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
We're going to go ahead and get started. We have the St. Edwards Hilltoppers here advance to the championship game tomorrow at noon. Have head coach J.J. Reel, Shakira Barnes, Lexi Fothery, and Kiani Clark. Coach, if you want to start us off with a statement, then we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game. I'm sure for a fan, it was a great game. I don't know that it was a great game for a coach. First, obviously, great game and great season by Arkansas Fort Smith, and we certainly want to credit them. They played a great game. We just made a few more plays down the stretch, and that's why these three are sitting up here. I mean, when you have seniors like these guys, you feel good about your chances. I thought we were just tougher the last 3 minutes. I thought Haley Jolly made a huge play for us, going for a steal in the far corner, and she crawled on the ground to get the loose ball, and somehow we controlled it. And from then on, you know, I think that was kind of the change in momentum, and I kind of just had a feeling like it was going to be our day and we were going to figure out a way to gut it out. Really happy and pleased for these guys to get another opportunity to put that jersey on and continue to define their legacy.
Lexi, you're out most of that game with foul troubles. You really don't play a full quarter. You don't play more than 2 minutes until the fourth quarter, and you score 15 points in 20 minutes. Really, you're a big part of putting away down the stretch. How'd you stay engaged? How'd you stay focused? What was the foul issues?
I mean, honestly, yeah, I was frustrated, but I believe in my team. I knew my teammates had it. And when I got on the floor, I just, you know, had to make the best of it, really. Make the most of the minutes that I did get and be smart with those 4 fouls. But like I said, I believe in my teammates. I knew we were going to do it.
She was mad. She thought she should get to play with 4. She
I
gave me the
was.
look
I
like
was.
like
But-
she should stay.
Yeah, but like I said, I believe in myself. I knew we were going to
Coach, were there any instructions to Lexi going in that fourth quarter with 4 fouls?
No, I didn't even say anything to her. I mean, she's the ultimate of competitors, and I knew she'd figure out a way to keep herself on the floor. So I just left her alone and let her do her thing. No need to mess that up.
Shakira, 20 points with Lexi's absence. Lexi had taken over as leading scorer. You scored 20 points. You found a way to score. What was working? Because in the first round game, you didn't even break 10 points. So what was working today?
Being more aggressive. I think my team puts a lot of trust in me, and I just have to be confident, go up with the shot, and just make a play. I think that's what I did, and that's how I got my 20 points, I guess.
Kiani, the stats aren't as gaudy, but on defense, going up against some phenomenal athletes from Fort Smith and Taylor and Dickerson and Perry, what did it take for you to switch roles like that?
It's something we've been doing all year. At the end of the day, it's not about the numbers. It's about us getting to play another game. We got the win. So my numbers aren't what they were yesterday, but I think I did a pretty good job of kind of keeping them out of the game and playing the role that I was supposed to play today. So if we get to play tomorrow, I'm happy.
Coach, at halftime, you guys were down in the rebound. I think they had rebounded you by 8, especially in the offensive. And now at the end of the game, you guys are tied. How much of that was, factored in with Lexi being out, and then, what was part of the second half adjustment?
I don't know that there was any adjustment. I think down the stretch, I mean, these kids want to be, they want to be champions, and they've already, done that in the regular season, but they want to do it again. And so I don't think it was any adjustment. There was nothing that we did. I think the credit all goes to them, and their will to succeed.
Last question, for Dickerson, I don't know if you noticed early in the second half for Fort Smith, she kind of got hurt. I talked to Lovato. She said she actually dislocated her shoulder and then played the rest of the game. Just kind of talk to the toughness of Dickerson to be able to play the rest of the game like that.
She's a competitor as well. She wants to win, and she's a huge key to what they do. And so, that's what kids do. That's what competitors do. And when they know their team is relying on them and needs them, they step up and they're able to push through certain injuries. So definitely a valiant effort on her part to step up and do that.
Last question for me as well. She's not up here, but Sandra Guillory, how big was she on defense and on the boards? Obviously not a lot of points or a lot of boards, but how big was she for you, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's the same as Key. Gilly and Key, they don't have great numbers today, but they were really, I think they were huge keys to our success in the paint. They did a really good job down the stretch, made people other than 40 make plays. Gilly gave us a great spark, gave us some emotion and toughness, which is what we count on from her off the bench. And so, yeah, she was really big for us. And, we told her we need that from her every game for us to make a run and win 3 here in Tulsa.
Thank you.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tammyu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials.
Right, we're here with the UA Fort Smith Lady Lions head coach Elena Lovato, Michaela, I don't know why I forgot your last name, Michaela Haynes, and Maya Brown over here to my right. Coach Maya Perry. Sorry. Coach starts off with a statement, and then we'll get into questions.
I just want to tip my hat off to St. Edwards. They obviously finished first place in our conference for a reason, so they played a heck of a game. They managed the game really well, and as hard as my girls play, I just, seemed like they wanted it more those last 4 minutes.
Coach, first half, you guys had out-rebounded St. Edwards, I think, by 8, and then at the end of the game, you guys are tied with rebounds. What was there anything in the second half that you guys just didn't get to the boards as much?
We talked about that in the locker room just now. We just weren't finishing possessions. I thought we did a solid job of holding them for about 16 seconds deep into the shot clock, but then we'd have a letdown, and it kind of caused some kids to relax and maybe lose their man, and we weren't boxing out effectively. So I know we gave up 8 offensive rebounds in the second half. I don't know exactly how many second chance points that translated into, but that was a huge Achilles heel for us in the second half, just finishing plays.
At halftime, you had told me that Dickerson had, separated her shoulder just for a little bit. Played the rest of the game. You could tell she was hindered a little bit. How much did that, affect the game plan for you guys?
It did affect it a whole lot. I thought she did a really good job when I subbed her in, and she played a little bit of point guard for me. I think that big lineup was pretty good for us. It's just unfortunate that, again, our lack of depth hurts us so much. So the minutes that they played, I thought, really weighed on her. But the shoulder, I don't feel like it might have hindered her shot, but we talked about the half, use your shot fake, put on the floor and create for someone else, maybe get to the rim and draw a foul. But, I think it took her away from her outside shooting game. But other than that, we didn't really need that. We wanted her to go inside.
For Michaela, you guys mean, the whole game was just back and forth pretty much. It was very close. Even the 7 points really doesn't tell how close the game really was. Just kind of talk about, just being in that battle. Coach said you guys had a small bench, so I mean, it's incredible that you guys battled out. As far as you just kind of talk about that.
I mean, I think those are the most exciting games, are back and forth, really close. But with our small lineup, I mean, it's hard to run and gun because we get tired and foul trouble and all that. But I mean, I think we play hard. So.
Maya, kind of talk about a little bit of the same thing. You guys have been playing with a shallow bench all season long. You actually beat St. Ed's at your place earlier in the year, the top team in the conference. Talk about what this season has been like for you guys, having a new head coach come in fairly late into the process, and then you guys just playing with a short bench all year. Talk about just the dedication and the work ethic of your team this season.
Well, I give ups to Coach Lovato because she really pulled it out of me this year because this is my senior year. And I just want to give thanks to her and my team. We worked really hard, and I hope next year they'll be even better.
Coach Lovato, talk about your first season at Arkansas Fort Smith, and just, again, having to manage such a short bench. And like we saw yesterday against Oklahoma Christian, saw it a little bit of today, having to manage players getting 4 fouls. And I think Zanisha played almost the entire fourth quarter with a 4th foul. And just having to be able to manage those lineups with such a short bench.
Well, it's quite a blessing to be the head coach at Arkansas Fort Smith, and more than anything, I'm just real appreciative of my 2 seniors that I inherited because they were our rock for the entire year. They were great leaders for my incoming freshmen and my transfers. So for them to play for Coach Horn for 3 years and then buy into what I had going on so quickly. It was probably the biggest blessing of it all. So like Maya said, I appreciate her and Sid just as much as they appreciate probably the opportunity to play for me. But I'm losing 2 special kids in those 2. But it's a great place. It's a great university. We have a great new athletic director, Coach Curtis. And I'm excited about the future of the program. I feel like this year we were really focused on laying the foundation for what's to come. And with my freshmen and the kids that transferred in, they think they played a lot. They have enough experience where I could kind of surround them with some newbies, and maybe we could make a deeper run next year. As far as managing the game, I think I grew a lot this year as a coach. Having 8, 9 kids on my roster, injuries, like her going down with her meniscus tear, it's taught me a lot and kind of growing in the fire, I guess you can say. So I'm grateful for it. And I think we've kept a positive mindset the whole year. We've gone through a lot of adversity, but I think when you're going through that kind of adversity, you're growing. So I've just embraced it, and I think my staff and we're excited about next year, and I feel for these 2 because her and Sid, I wanted to get to that championship game for them, but I think we're going to be really good for the years to come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's on us to stop sexual assault
in any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
to stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonuss.org.